chaos like creates opportunity for people to disrupt.
Yeah.
Right. And so whether it's again the NAR lawsuit or change of interest rates, like the people that are fat and happy are gonna get shaken out.
Yeah.
Or the people that are not serious.
And I think, I really think like, there's pros and cons. Like there's some cons to what's happening right now. And I think the pro is people will get better real estate services. Like
Yes.
you said,
Yep.
the ones that are just fat and lazy and they just go and like do the minimum and get people into homes. I feel like the stat was like 97% of transaction was done by like 1% of realtors last year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like that will kind of give people better services. You know how many people I've talked to and they've had a crappy experience with a realtor and I had to spend like an hour on the phone explaining to them like, I want to change your perspective and like, I'm not going to do you like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's very common.
Right.
And I'm just realizing like, we get paid a very good amount of money and like we make our job seems easy because we do so much in the background. But also I feel like sometimes there's some people are not protected and getting the services they need to be getting from a realtor. Like we do a lot for people, like
What do you think some of those examples are?
I would say like stop thinking about like yourself and the commission or, more than the clients. Like for me, I don't like my client paying list price, like, and if I drop the price, that affects my commission, but I don't really care.
Right.
I'm like, you'll be happy, you'll be comfortable, like, and that's what I care about. Because I want you to move into the house and not call me 6 months later or a year and you're like, I'm probably not going to refer you anybody and I never want to work with you again.
I just love your attitude of
Thank you.
Nothing's going to stop me, and anything turbulent happening inside the marketplace is just like opportunity.
Yeah, like if you want it, you can make it happen. Like
Yeah.
I come from Iraq, came to America with what, like $100, me and my family, and we worked our way up. I've been through so much adversity, like I've had so many challenges, and like I've had a bunch of times where I could have just quit and used every single excuse on why I'm not in the position I'm in, and like it's somebody else's fault. But if you really want something, you just got to work and go get it, and it's not going to be easy. Like most people now, they look at me and I tell them like the transactions I do and the work that I'm doing, but they think like it's easy. No, like I've sacrificed time from my personal life, mentally, like I am literally just dedicating everything into this, and it's not the easiest thing to do, like I don't have I'm like starting to like realize I need to have a personal life and a balance in my life.
Yeah.
Because I just hit start and, when I go home at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., my brain does not stop because all I'm thinking about is, like, oh, did I miss something? Am I protected? There's an option period. Oh, can I get this person another like 3-4K off? Like I'm in the shower and I come up with like a creative way to negotiate and I have to like go to my phone and I'm like writing notes on like to call this agent tomorrow morning and use that.
Well, so maybe just a plug for someone else that's in our community. I think this is a lot of what Todd Tremonte talks about. How to not just be consumed by your career, but like have a good life outside that.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that like listening to you talk and listening to like how this was a major goal for you and how you've been working for it, like I think this is a natural place for you. Like it seems like, yeah, this is the phase of your career you're in where you work hard and you build that solid foundation that you're going to use for the rest of your career.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like I don't have kids. I don't have like a lot of responsibilities. I just need to grind and set up a good, foundation.
Exactly.
That doesn't have a lot of cracks,
Right. And if the people around you are supporting you in that, then you're going to be, great.
Yeah.
So I want to come back to like some of the nuts and bolts of like the business that you're running. So where are your leads coming from? Because you started from zero and you said you had a few leads from the bank, but like,
My boss, Philip Chang, he's been doing Zillow for about 9 years. We do Zillow marketing. So that's how I kind of started, but he didn't put me on it right away,
Right.
they spend money on it, it's not something that you just put anybody on it. So I took me about 3 to 5 months for me to train. I sat in his passenger seat for 3 to 4 months, recorded all his calls and took notes and just shadowed him. Like, just,
Right.
it was the best thing for me. And it was during a startup too. So they were in starting up Modus Real Estate. Amazing place.
Yep.
If you're looking for a great place, Modus is where it's at. So we were in the middle of a startup. So like, I was new. They didn't have time for me. Like, he told me, he's like, hey, look, like, we're making a jump. We're starting a brokerage. And there's a lot going on. And I just don't know if I will give you the support you need.
Right.
And I was like, but I want to be here. So I was like, don't
Yeah.
worry about me. I was like, I will learn.
Yeah.
I was like, I will figure it out.
Yeah.
I just need to be around you.
Sounds like you were the right guy for that situation.
Yes. I'm like, I work well in disaster.
Yeah.
when things are easy or things are just like, you know, smooth and stuff, I'm just like, and then, you know, he told me no 3 times before he told me yes. So what I did is I brought him a lead from the bank, and I was like, look, I might not have the stats, I might not have all the accomplishment of other realtors that deserve to be on the company, but I'm not even licensed yet, and I'm bringing you somebody.
Right.
And, you know, that was like a very good way of me bringing him value, you know? Like, I'm a strong believer in bringing somebody value. You can't just ask somebody for something and not give them something in return.
So you have your license, you sold a few houses, but when you look around, do you feel different from the other agents? Do you feel the fire burning? Do you know you are destined for success? You are our people. We built Real Geeks from the ground up just for agents looking to separate themselves from the competition. We are not about being average. If that sounds like you too, let's chat.